Hey everyone, welcome back to another commentary. Today we'll be going over Demon Hunter Shadow. So, Demon Hunter Shadow is our newest Shadow variant. They sure love making shadows nowadays. And you can't tell me he wasn't inspired by K-pop Demon Hunters. His design's pretty cool. But so, Demon Blade is similar to Red Dragon from Dragon Hunter Lancelot, but it has some differences. Demon Blade gets X2 pickups, unlike Red Dragon, which is only a single pickup. And it's also got shorter range than Red Dragon, so it doesn't go as far, but it paralyzes when it hits someone. Similar to like how when you get squashed by the bowling ball from Phantom Rider, you're stopped in place for a second. You get stopped in place for a second when you get hit by Demon Blade. And it doesn't give any invincibility frames while you're stopped, so you can get comboed. Or if you got hit by the Demon Blade while it was going forwards, and you don't move immediately when your paralysis ends, you'll get hit by the blade again when it comes backwards, which is pretty funny. It can be pretty spammable, especially on tracks like Mining Mayhem that have a ton of item boxes. I don't know how high the pickups get on higher levels, considering, of course, mine's only level 3. But I'd imagine they get pretty high, especially since the X2 pickups was a shadow buff, because in the showcases from the Hardlight ambassadors, they showed that it didn't have any pickups, which this is not the only shadow buff we're going to talk about. We're going to get to the next one on the other new item on this character. But Demon Blade's a good projectile. Then next he has Wind Boost. It's a boost that's normal. It's pretty especially in today's meta. You need like at least level 14 to make it decent enough, but it does not stand up at all to any of the current meta boosts. And on lower levels, the boost is pretty bad. Which this is like the one thing holding back this character from being like very powerful. Because now we get into the trap, Charm Trap, which is a reskin of Rouge's Booby Trap, but with one huge difference. So, we all know that with Rouge, she has a 25 ring ransom until level 16 where she gets a 35 ring ransom. Which is already very annoying to deal with because that means you need 105 rings to unlock all 3 slots. And unlocking one slot takes a third of your rings, which is already pretty crazy. But with Charm Trap, it has the same upgrade path, but the ransom cost is different. So on level 1, without any upgrades to the trap, it has a 30 ring ransom. Then at level 4, even though it just says Charm Trap affects 2 item slots, the ransom cost goes up to 35 as well. And then on level 10, even though it only says Charm Trap affects all item slots, the ransom goes up again to 40. And then the final upgrade for the trap at level 16 that increases the ransom cost makes it go up to 50 rings per slot, meaning you need a total of 150 rings to unlock all 3 of your slots, which is just insanity. Like, I do not know why they did that. That is like way too much. Way too much. And that's a shadow buff because in the trailers and in the showcases from the Hardlight ambassadors, they showed that this trap at max level only did an 18 ring ransom, so it was worse than Rouge's. Which honestly was nice. I do not like Racing Rouge, and I would have loved to only have an 18 ring ransom. But they shadow buffed it, so now it's a 50 ring ransom on max level, which is basically triple the original cost. They're definitely going to need to nerf that ransom cost. That is way too crazy. Like, bare minimum, I think it should go down to like maybe 25. I also think Rouge's ransom could use an adjustment too, because it's just really annoying to deal with. But overall, Demon Hunter Shadow's a great character, but he's not the most like overpowered thing ever, mostly just because Wind Boost holds this character back a lot. If he had a better boost, he'd be a contender for like a top meta character just because of this trap plus this projectile. He may not be able to do like the crazy like rail combo that Dragon Hunter Lancelot can do, where he can block 3 lanes with the Storm Clouds on rails, and then shoot a red dragon down the open lane to fully make a 4-lane block. But he'd have some pretty good synergy between these two if he had a better boost, because then he'd be able to boost up to you, he could lock you, and then he could hit you with Demon Blade and stun you. So I am happy that he does not have a good boost, and I'd be really scared if they buffed Wind Boost for this character right now, because until they nerf this trap, I don't think they should do anything to Wind Boost, no matter how much I would like Popstar Amy to be a better character. But anyways, let's do some races. I'll open my chest here. I have not really been playing Speed Battle a whole lot. If you can't tell by me only being at 7.8k, I'm usually higher by now, but I just haven't cared to play because I haven't really been interested in the game. I'm really waiting on them to do a balance patch because the current meta has gotten really boring, and Kunoichi Rouge did not help at all. Hopefully we'll get a balance patch soon, but we'll just have to see if we do. I really hope we will, but it's just a matter of time if they will or not. Let's see how these races go. Hopefully they won't be too bad, considering I'm using a level 3. Oh no, this is going to be bad. We got a level 12 Kunoichi and a higher level Demon Hunter Shadow. Alright. So I do not need to get hit by Kunoichi here. Okay. I've hit Kunoichi multiple times, so that's good. Okay. Well, I got hit. Think I might be able to win just by boosting here. Yeah, nice. I was able to pull off the win. Oh, did that Demon Hunter Shadow just quit? Alright, next race. Dragonfire Sonic and Movie Shadow. Okay, Movie Shadow is going to be a bit of an issue here because you can just teleport. Though we are on Parched Palms, which is... Okay, well, I'm back to do more races again. My mic just randomly cut out after that race again. I've really got to sort out that issue. I don't know what causes it. But anyways, I'll just do some more races so that you guys can actually hear me talk during the races. We've got a Neo and a Super Silver. Neo's gonna do Neo things, and it's probably just gonna let Super Silver win. I just went right into that. Okay, I'm cooked. Gonna go a bit behind him. And of course he has a boost. Why wouldn't he have a boost? Okay, at least I got second. I didn't want to open any slots because then I lose a ton of speed. Because it's half my rings. Oh well. Let me start unlocking a chest. And go on to the next race. Hopefully this next race will be better and I won't get locked out of my items. The same Neo and Werehog. Alright. Okay. Werehog's mini boosting away a bit. That's fine. Of course, Neo is going to be Neo. Okay. Yeah, Werehog's creeping up on me. Okay, nice. Neither of their boosts are fast enough to catch me. Nice. Alright, next race. Okay, Phantom Rider and Zavik. Okay. You don't see Zavik that often. Okay, yeah, Phantom Rider wants a boost, per usual. Octo Ink will be Octo Ink. And I could not see that. Okay, there's one right here. Okay, let's see if I can catch up with Wind Boost. Okay. Need a shield here. Okay, cool, he missed. Nice. Did the bot disconnect? Looks like it, yeah. That's funny. Alright, I think I'll do 2 more races. Let's see how these last 2 go. Phantom Rider and regular Sonic. Alright. Yeah, I gotta be worried about this Phantom Rider behind me. Oh, he's boosting already? Okay. Oh, he's gonna try and get another one. Makes sense. Okay, good, I hit him. Okay, I locked up Phantom. Okay, got Sonic. He's gonna fireball right there. Okay, place the boomerang here, and we go. Nice! Alright, and I'll do 1 more. Let's see how this last race goes. It's Kunoichi Rouge. And an Amy. Okay. Kunoichi Rouge is going to be a problem. Okay. I need to get rings. And there goes Kunoichi with the classic boost plus AoE combo. The good thing is she used her boost, so there's a chance I could pass her if she doesn't stay in the center 2 lanes with her AoE. Okay. Yeah, not much you can do. And I went straight into that trap. That was my bad. I didn't even try to dodge that. Oh well. Well, that'll do it for this commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed. Overall, Demon Hunter Shadow is a good character. He's mostly held back by the fact that he has Wind Boost. If he didn't have Wind Boost, his trap would be even more insane, because that 50 ring ransom would be hitting a lot more often, because he'd be able to catch up a lot easier. They really need to nerf that 50 ring ransom regardless, though. That is not okay in any way. Honestly, I wouldn't mind them just putting it back to how it was in the showcases, and doing the exact same for Rouge as well. See you guys in the next commentary.